Was the town hall always decorated? That's new. Huh, neat. Good evening, everyone. Right now, it's 7:31 on November 18th. By the way, if you want to rug our wallpaper, Sahara's visiting. She sells lots of unique designs you won't find anywhere else. I can't wait to find out what she brought today. That's all for now. Hope you enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. I'm reading a thing real quick. Give me a second. Like I said, give me a minute. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Hey, Osmar, how you doing? Hold on a second. Huh, I wonder why the mail took a minute there. That barely... I know the mailbox is always full, and I could literally just delete all emails, and that'd be fine, but, whatever, who cares? Yeah, I had to read something real quick. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marshall, what you doing up here? This is a weird spot. People don't normally come over here. Yeah, sure, Marshall. Will house or whatever. Me, same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. I'm just tired. And then, so I was supposed to see Ghostbusters today. The new Ghostbusters came out, and I bought tickets for it, and I was going to go see it today. And I went down to the theater, and I guess there was like some sort of problem or something with like the projector or with the film or whatever. So they just had canceled all showings for today. So I only found out once I got there. So I didn't see Ghostbusters today. I was gonna see Ghostbusters today. Whatever. I'll see it tomorrow. Right, I'll just go see it tomorrow after class instead, but yeah. Yeah, sure, Marshall. Let's play a game. High card, low card. Oh, wait. Do you need a little... Nope. No need. Draw the first card. Okay. Statistically... Okay, there are... I think statistically, the odds are in my favor. No, it's basically perfectly split, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to go higher. Okay, good, instant 8. I don't do... For some reason, my first thought was just like, oh, a 7. Oh, well, that's the most average roll on a pair of dice. Yeah, Yeah, fun fact. If you roll 2 dice, 2d6, The most common roll is 7, which is why the 7 fucking sucks in Catan. Oh my god. 7, you get your ass kicked by the 7. Oh my god, they're selling it an Achievement Hunter set of dice. Fuck, I want it. Because I got into D&D finally this year. And, like, I have a set of dice. I think I've showed it off before. It's like a pink set. Tomorrow, if you remind me, I'll show off my dice set tomorrow. It's like a pinkish purplish set. But I saw this Achievement Hunter dice and I'm like, ooh, that's tempting. I think it's like $20, so I'm probably not going to do it, especially because I spent money today, which we'll talk about in a minute, but yeah. Marshall, I like your house. I'm not going to steal anything from it. See you around, Marshall. Oh yeah, KK Bossa. Oh, does he just give me... Yeah, oh yeah, I forget they give you a copy of the album. That's one way to collect albums. Now if only I could remember to actually go visit KK Slider at night. Because I never do. Okay, we forgot once. Which, I mean, is still a 50% failure rate, but whatevs. Hey, Whitney. How you doing? Oh, God. I don't know what it is about Animal Crossing that just makes me so tired. Praise be on the healer. Admittedly, I was super tired in class today. I was writing a paper, and I'm sitting there writing the paper, and I just close my eyes while I continue to type, right? Because I can type blindfolded. So I just closed my eyes, and, like, I wrote half a page. Just, like, blindfolded, just sitting there, like, nodding my head, just typing. Because I was so fucking tired, man. But I did it. I wrote the paper. Fucking 8 pages. It was a little less than that, but yeah. I don't know. And then I gotta write another one tomorrow, and God, I've got other shit to do tomorrow. But then I have Thanksgiving break, so I actually get some time off. And maybe we'll play Pokemon. We'll talk about that in a minute, actually. Are you going to get... Oh, I already have. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to it in the past, like, 4 days. But yeah, no, I've got the Animal Crossing DLC. I did not buy the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass thing. I just bought the DLC on its own. But yeah, I bought the DLC. It's pretty good. Like, if you like designing houses and whatnot, and just, like, kind of relaxing... doing some cleaning and whatnot. Yeah, I know cleaning isn't fun, but cleaning is fun in video games. Everybody knows that, right? Cleaning in real life sucks. Cleaning in visceral cleanup duty, really fun. Okay, I don't know if I'd say fun, but it's relaxing. And yeah, making houses in Animal Crossing, it's relaxing, and it's kind of neat to see what you can do. Hey, Sahasrara. We'll buy a mysterious wallpaper and a mysterious thingy. We don't need any more rugs. I'm good. Oh, it's Sahasrara. Tell him about the thing you did. Hey, it's Sahasrara. Tell him about the thing you did with the bra, man. That's one of my favorite Game Grumps videos of all time. Oh my god. And then her titties were like, blow. Shut up. You're just a lady. Oh my gosh. And watch it not even be that funny. I'm laughing my ass off, though. You're just a lady. That is probably maybe maybe one of my most quoted things from the internet. You're just a lady. Which is just... I'm pretty sure it's Aaron just doing a stupid fucking voice. And I don't know why it sticks in my memory so much. But the way he just says it, you're just a lady. I say that to my dogs constantly. Oh, dog, you're just a lady. It comes from a fucking Game Grumps bit. Where they tell Impa to go fuck herself. Okay, they don't say... I guess they don't say it as aggressively as I just did right there, but... Yeah. You can tell I'm tired. And then, because if I could have come home, I could have taken a nap, and then I could have worried about, like, dinner and whatnot. But because I stayed up, I went to go see Ghostbusters, got turned down. Then I had to find something to do for like I don't know, like an hour, I guess. And then I did dinner. So it was like, gosh dang it, I couldn't even like take like a nap or whatever. I used to take naps all the time. And then Animal Crossing came out and I had to stop taking naps. Fuck. Ah, God. I used to take naps all the time. Damn you, Animal Crossing. You ruined my naps. Oh, what was that freaking... What was that anime? Oh gosh, I know I talked about it at some point. Is it, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle? Where her entire... Like, she's a princess who just sleeps. And her entire existence is just to take naps. That's all she does. That's all she wants to do is take naps constantly, all day, every day. I don't know if I'd say it's a good show. That's for sure. I don't think I would say it's a good show. But it's all about a princess trying to take naps and like making her bed more comfortable and getting like a better pillow and whatnot. Yeah, it's weird, but I watched it, so yeah. Yeah, you might as well watch it. There's a lot of stuff out there when it comes to anime. It's weird. There's some weird stuff, but even some of the weird stuff is good. You just gotta... I wouldn't even say you gotta pick and choose. Just find something you like and stick with it. Just find something you like. I don't know if I'd have a good place to start. Usually I recommend... Recently, anyways, I've been recommending One Punch Man. I think that's based on, like, Western cultural appeal. I think One Punch Man is a pretty decent place to start. Because, yeah, it's got its weird moments, but it's also pretty funny, and it's got some good action, so... And, yeah, it's got some other stuff, definitely. Because I think One Punch Man is a good place to start. Because it's got, like, a lot of that... It's got superhero action while also being, like, a good comedy. But it's also got some of the weird stuff anime's known for. So if you can, like, push through the weird stuff and be like, yeah, no, I still liked it at the end. At least, I've never seen the second season. But at least by the first season, yeah, you can basically watch anything after that. And just get to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Just don't start with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Because if you start with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that'll be the best show you've ever seen. And you will never see a show better than it. So every anime after that will be disappointing. So, like, watch it eventually, just don't watch it at the start. But do... Oh, God, what was that quote I saw on the internet? Where it was like, take it easy, but take it. Yeah, that's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Watch it. Like, don't watch it first, but watch it. Of course, I'm a freaking hypocrite. So, who am I to judge? Not that I watched it first. I don't know, I could go off on anime. I'm waiting for, My Next Life as a Villainess to finish up. I think it finishes... It might have honestly finished last week. Because that's one of my recent most favorite shows. And I'm waiting for the second season to end. I don't think the show needed a second season, but it got one anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. It might be good. And I rewatched the first season, and the first season's still fantastic. Is it a reverse harem anime? or I guess a bisexual anime. But it's dumb, it's fun, I love it. And the second season, I don't know, I don't, admittedly, because again, I don't think it needed a second season, but hey, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good. You never knows. That's coffee, alright. You know, I'm waiting for more special characters to come in. One day, Timmy and or Tommy, I don't remember which one, came into the cafe. And nobody else has. And I'm kind of disappointed. More people need to come to the cafe. The cafe's pretty neat. And, you know, I bring up how I haven't played Happy Home Paradise in like a few days. And I'm not doing it, we're not doing it today either. Because we're talking about Skyward Sword. Oh my god. I mean, we might just go over there just to have something like going on in the video. But my plan today is just to talk about Skyward Sword. That's it. Sure. We actually have some other things to talk about today as well. Hey, you know, maybe I'll save that one for tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll save that one for tomorrow. Because I might stream before Ghostbusters. I probably won't, but I might. You never know with me. Okay, I can actually tell you right now I'm not going to. Alright, let's go. So we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll definitely go to Happy Home Paradise. We might today. I don't know. I'll flip a coin right now. I'll flip a coin while we're on the way to Harv's Island. Hey, Wilbur. Oh, wait, other one. I want to fly. Roger. The paperwork. I want to visit Harv's Island. Harv's Island? Roger that, buddy. All packed. Yep, time for takes off. Let's get you airborne. Copy. Over. Roger, roger. Who? Roger. I don't know what I'm thinking of. There's probably a reference to a million things. Are we going to Happy Home Paradise today? Good says yes, bad is no. Oh, that's good. So I guess we are going to go to Happy Home Paradise today. Sure, why not? I know you can't see the coin, but just trust me. Trust me, bruh. You got the Mona Lisa and a thing I think we already own. I will buy it again anyways, because I know the Mona Lisa's fake. This other thing has a chance of being real. Still trying to think of how... Oh god, I can't even imagine a next Animal Crossing game. Honestly... Yeah, I can't even imagine a next Animal Crossing game. But the thing I will say is if we get another Animal Crossing, I want them to basically reboot the series. This game has practically everything in it. So I want them to reboot Animal Crossing. I think it's time. Yeah, no. And I'll say the same thing about Smash Bros. I don't think we should think... Like, we're not going to get a new Smash Bros. For years. But if we were... It'd have to be a full reboot of the series. And not done by Sakurai. It'd have to be done by somebody else. But instead, we have... Metaverse. Or whatever it's called. Metaverses, actually. That's what it's called. So we got belongings. So, we'll talk about this tomorrow. But I found out how the fortune telling works in this game. And you know how, like, Katrina, previously, like, every day we've talked to her, she's mentioned our health, but today she mentioned our belongings. That actually determines what happens with Katrina. We'll go over the full list tomorrow. Just, I'll remember to do it. We'll go over the full list tomorrow. But belonging means that our tools won't break as easy, villagers will give us more gifts, and we're guaranteed a rare Captain Island. Assuming that's good luck, which, from my understanding, like, I would think that her saying, like, hey, that guarantees something good will happen today, or it might not, means we either have good luck or neutral luck. So we're going to go to Captain's Island right now, and if we get a rare Captain Island, then I will assume that means we have good luck. If we don't, then, whatever. I mean, if we do, of course, it could be 1000% coincidental, but yeah. But yeah, it changes. We'll go over the full list tomorrow, is what I'm saying. But it changes depending on, like, if she mentions health or belongings or, like, money or whatever. And we had bad luck yesterday, and there are, I guess, some things with bad luck that will, like, completely screw you over. Like, bad luck, like, will make it so that a money tree won't grow the next day. Or, again, we'll go over... The money tree is the only one I remember. Because we had bad luck yesterday, but it was, like, bad luck to, like, things that didn't matter to us. Like, I think it meant, like, when we ate food, we got, like, you know how, like, when you eat food, you get, like, the 1 point out of 10? Yeah, if we had eaten food yesterday, we would have gotten, like, half a point or something like that. So, that's one of the things Katrina's luck changes. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Oh, I've actually never heard of a bamboo island. Huh. Interesting. That kind of fucking sucks, actually. Because bamboo sucks. It might still probably be a rare island, though. Have I played Minecraft? Do not cite the ancient texts to me. I was there when they were written. I've been playing Minecraft since beta 1.5, which I know isn't as early as the game came out. I was quoting a meme there. Yes, I have put thousands of hours into Minecraft. But I am excited for the new update. All the caves and cliffs stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I think we talked about it yesterday. Yeah, no. I am still surprised, though. Every once in a while, you hear stories about people who still haven't played Minecraft. Like, I think it's been, what, 12, 13 years since the game's official and original announcement. It just hit the 1.0 update. Is 10 years old, I think, yesterday. Yeah, the 1.0 update that revealed, you know, the Ender Dragon and whatnot. It's 10 years old. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, maybe it was 2 days ago. I remember when that shit happened. I almost went to the original Minecon. Almost. I almost did. But I didn't. And then after that, they started doing them in, like, Paris and Disney World, and I definitely wasn't going to be able to do that. But Vegas, yep. I should have. I should have. Ah, no, my account got hacked anyways. My original Minecraft account got hacked after, like, I don't know, like 5 years. And it got deleted, basically. Like, it no longer existed. Like, it didn't just get, like, stolen. Whoever stole it just fully deleted it. So it just, like, completely removed the account. And I completely lost it. And then, assuming somebody stole it, Mojang themselves might have just deleted it. And then, for the 10-year anniversary, the game went on. So, like, I didn't have Minecraft for, like, I don't know, like, probably, like, a good, like, 5 years. I think I had, like, the Xbox version or I think the Switch version had come out by this point. Or whatever. Like, I had the 360 version or whatever. No, I don't know. But I didn't play Minecraft for a long time. I literally need none of this bamboo. So we're just gonna head home. And then for the 10-year anniversary, they did half off Minecraft. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy a copy again. So I did, and then of course I play the Switch version all the time. And when the new update comes out, I'm gonna play the Switch version cross-platform. Because yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I've shown off my stream, or I've shown off some of the things I've worked on in previous streams before. We did achievement hunting for when the 1.16 update came out. It was 1.16, right? Yeah, because 1.18 is the new one. When the 1.17, whatever the most recent update was, we achievement hunted for all the copper blocks and whatnot. Because I have every achievement in the Switch Bedrock Edition. That was a pain in the ass. That took like 500 hours. Okay, admittedly, only like 100 actively working on it, but still. So I was going to talk about, you know, normally I don't talk over Captain, but whatever. Metaverse. So there was a rumor a few weeks ago, and I think we talked about it at the time, about a Warner Brothers fighting Smash Bros. Style game, like a platform fighter called Metaverses that featured like Gandalf and Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, who else? Steven Universe, a ton of other characters that I can't think of right now. Harley Quinn, others, Arya Stark, I think, probably anyways. And that got officially revealed today. So we now have the official metaverse. No Harry Potter characters, which is great. It's a free-to-play game. Their whole concept is that they wanted to make like a multiplayer style game. So it's got like a bunch. So it's all about like 2v2. So it's all team-based. And one of the big talking points is that they got the voice actors to come in and do voice lines for this. Which is the biggest complaint about the Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, is that it had no voice acting. And yeah, that's a big problem with that game. Like, even if they had just taken clips from the cartoon, we would have been fine with that. Nope, this one, Kevin Conroy, the best Batman, is in here as Batman. Tara Strong is Harley Quinn. I'm assuming they have the animated series Superman. I'm not entirely sure on that, because I don't remember the actor's name off the top of my head. But yeah, they've got him. They have Steven Universe and Garnet. Same voice actors and actresses. Who else? I think it's the actor who played Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movies. They brought him in, and Ultra Instinct Shaggy is canon. So yeah, they just straight up did Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and they made it canon, which is pretty funny when you think about it. Yep, that's fake. Oh my god, that's so fake. Yep, Ultra Instinct Shaggy, canon. Arya Stark is it Macy Williams? Whoever the actor is in Game of Thrones. They went all out in voice acting. And part of the game's marketing has been like them being like, yeah, no, we went all out with the voice acting. So that's really cool. I'm assuming they got who is it? whoever plays Finn and Jake. I'm assuming they got both the real voice actors, because yeah, that's really cool. That's a really neat thing. The actual game itself, I think, looks a little slow. Like, one of Smash Bros. Things that some of these other games struggle with is Smash Bros. Has kind of got speed to it. It's got some energy. I don't know. And even, like, Ultimate has that energy. But, like, I think some, like, the other games, like Brawl Stars, Brawlhalla... Is Brawl Stars a Smash Bros. Clone, or is Brawl Stars the fucking Clash of Clans game? I know Brawlhalla is one. At least I think it is. But yeah, they don't match the energy. Smash Bros. Is kind of fast. This one doesn't seem as fast to me. But it's whatever. You know, it's a free-to-play game, so, you know, there's going to be, like, season passes or microtransactions or whatnot. But I'm fine with that. I am fine with season passes or microtransactions in free games. Because you're giving away the game for free. You can do that. I have no problem with... Of course, loot boxes, not loot boxes. Loot boxes are inherently gambling, intended for children. I am 1000% against loot boxes in any form. Fuck them. Fuck when the Pokemon Company did them. The Pokemon Company keeps putting loot boxes in things. Fuck the Pokemon Company. And they just get away with it. They get away with it because they're Pokemon. Fuck them. The Animal Crossing mobile game has loot boxes in it. Pokemon Go and Pokemon Unite both have loot boxes in them. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. But, yeah, no, as long as they don't have loot boxes, you know, I'm fine with it. I'm way more willing to be down for whatever they do. I will probably check it out, you know, the same way I check out, like, the Halo Infinite beta or whatever. Or what I will get around to the Halo Infinite beta. I haven't yet, but maybe over the weekend or something. I don't know. I've got some time off, so maybe I'll get around to it. Check out all this Halo. But yeah, no, Metaverses, it looks pretty good. I don't know. They might find a way to fuck it up. You know, they always can. Again, Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl did. And the other thing is, everyone was like, oh, Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl is going to be the Smash Bros. Killer. And of course they did stress the netcode, because everybody knows Smash Bros. Only problem is the netcode. That's it. And I'm not even joking. I'm not being facetious or anything. I'm being 100% serious. Smash Bros. Only problem is its netcode. Oh my god, it's you again! Are you Sasha? I don't think she's Sasha. We found you like 200 days ago. Okay, 300 days ago. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, 400 days ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be a cool resident to have on the island. But I left her. And now she's back. Okay, that's awesome. I know we're collecting cats right now, but no, that's cool. She's back. I don't remember her name at all. But yeah. But yeah, so this metaverse, I don't know. People thought it was going to be the Smash Bros. Killer. Turns out... Oh, we need to get this. Turns out it wasn't the Smash Bros. Killer. And that, you know, whatever. That's whatever. I'm not even paying attention to what they're saying. Wardell will order a crafting table for us, just in case we want it. Yep, and we're ready to work. Good luck out there. So yeah, I don't know, I'm interested in this metaverses. That seems like fun. Could be. I don't think it'll be this. I don't think anything can be a Smash Killer. The fact that people still play... Oh, it's Olivia. Okay. The fact that people still play Smash Bros. Melee 20 years later proves... Okay, it's coming up on 20 years. I think it's 20 years in, like, December. Because the GameCube is actually 20 years old today. And I know Melee released, like, 2 weeks after the GameCube did. Because it wasn't ready for the GameCube release, even though it was supposed to be. But, that's sometimes the way it works. Yeah. So yeah, Melee is coming up on its 20th year anniversary. The GameCube's 20th anniversary was today. Unlike Xbox, I don't actually have any stories on the GameCube's 20th anniversary because I didn't own a GameCube. I owned a PS2. I've only ever played GameCube twice. Kirby Air Ride, Portal to the Land of Nod? Nude? Nod? Is it like a dream thing? I maybe should have been paying attention to this. We'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, I didn't own a GameCube. I owned... Oh, I actually like putting it up on this cliff. That doesn't seem bad. Like at the very end, like a Stargate at the end of the cliff. Yeah, that doesn't seem bad. Yeah, I didn't own a game. I've played GameCube like 2 or 3 times. Kirby Air Ride. I have played some Melee. Okay, so that's true. I played the 4 Zelda game. 4 Swords Adventure on the GameCube, where you need like a bunch of GameCubes and Game Boy Advances. Yep, I've played that one. Because yeah, I had someone who wanted to like set up, who would always wanted to do 4 Swords Adventures. So they set up this big thing to do it. And yeah, sure enough, it worked fine. And yeah, 4 Swords Adventures, a game that probably could get away with doing a remake. I want it to be like night. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Again, I'm thinking of this like Sleepy Time Junction. But yeah, ooh, we could do a train. We could. I'm not going to, but we could. I'm too lazy to do that. But yeah, so I have no memories with the GameCube. Like, other than those, like, few things, I've got nothing on the GameCube. So, like, don't... Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. Honestly. So, I'm just not going to. Nope, no GameCube. Oh, that's a music box. Okay, I thought that was going to be bigger. Okay, I want this. But yeah, so the thing we were going to talk about today, and the thing that I've been wanting to talk about, is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I played Skyward Sword. Was not technically the first Zelda game I played, but it was one of the first Zelda games that I played. It's one that matters to me, personally. Because, you know, Legend of Zelda, man, it's Legend of Zelda. And I didn't play a lot of Zelda, or any Zelda growing up. But, you know, at some point, you gotta play... There. No, I want the stars. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, at some point, you gotta play Legend of Zelda. And I got into the series with Skyward Sword. And at the time, I really enjoyed Skyward Sword. I loved Skyward Sword. But that was many years ago now. So, at some point, you know, you gotta play other things. And, you know, I've since then, I've played every Zelda game but, like, 3. Those 3 being, Oh, an alarm clock. The only 3 I haven't played are Link, Oracle of Ages? I've played Oracle of Seasons, but I haven't played Oracle of Ages. And what is the other one? There's another Zelda game I haven't played. I don't remember, but I know there is another. There is another. Actually, no, I want something else. Yeah, there we go. That's actually all I want to do. I want a very simple house. But yeah, so I haven't played much Zelda, like, at all. Or I didn't play much Zelda until Skyward Sword. And then after Skyward Sword, I got big into the series, and you know what? I really enjoy it. It's one of the best Zelda games out there. Love it to death. And so I loved Skyward Sword. And I was waiting for Skyward Sword to get a remake. And it was rumored for years. For years it was rumored that Skyward Sword was going to get a remake. And then finally it happened this year. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to pick up Skyward Sword Remake. I was even going to stream it. Because we streamed Wind Waker. We streamed Twilight Princess. I streamed other Zelda games. I know I streamed at least 2 more. Link to the Past was one of them. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll stream Skyward Sword. Yeah, sure, that sounds good. And then, the Switch broke on me. So I couldn't play it. But I picked it up anyways, and I sat on it for July, August, September, October, for what, like 5 months, give or take. And I finally got around to playing it, and I started it after I beat Hyrule Warriors, which we talked about a different day. I finally started Skyward Sword, and you know what? I still really like Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is still a fantastic Zelda game. Really marvelous. I still enjoy it, but it has problems. It has some problems. And like some people completely write off the motion controls. I never had a problem with motion controls in the original Skyward Sword. And I still don't. Honestly, with this new Skyward Sword, I used both the new control scheme and so the new control scheme has you using the right joystick. Use the right joystick to swing your sword, and then you hold the L button to then control the camera and use the right joystick. So the right joystick is basically doing both things, which did become a problem in Animal Crossing when I started trying to use the right joystick to control, when I started hitting L to try to change the camera. So that did become a problem at some point. Let's do some more work. But yeah, no, I think the new control scheme works fine. The motion control scheme works good as well. Oh, that's great news. Oh, maybe we'll work on that a little bit. Or maybe they're gonna force us to work on that. Again, I'm half paying attention. Here we are. Alright, let's make the school look like something. I'm down for classic red. That looks good for me. A red door's good. And a bell. I like a gold bell, what can I say? Call me cliche. Yep, that looks good. Alright. We can change the size of a room? Really? Finally? Oh my gosh, finally. Okay. I want to make it longer. I don't think it needs to be much wider. Yeah, probably. I have fun with it. I have fun with the DLC. Okay, do we have any good... Oh, we have these desks. I want 4. Yeah, let's go with that. ZR. Okay. So yeah, what was I... So, Skyward Sword, I enjoy me some Skyward Sword. I was excited to play it again. I always thought the controls were fine. I know people hate the controls. I always thought the controls in Skyward Sword were fine. And I still do. I still think they hold up. They work fine. The new controls work good. The old controls work good. So yeah, let's just... my opinion on that hasn't changed. The story of Skyward Sword, I think, is one of the better Zelda stories. Because, you know, it's actually... Zelda... So it's called The Legend of Zelda, right? But it's very rarely... It's all about Link, right? Like, people have joked for years now that, oh, it's not The Legend of Zelda, it's The Legend of Link, right? The thing I like about Skyward Sword is that it is The Legend of Zelda. It's all about Zelda and your quest to go find her and to save her. And, well, of course, you find out that Impa's already beat you to the punch. But still, it's all about Link going out there to find and to save Zelda. And the story is both surprisingly simple and yet also kind of complicated at the same time. Because, like, there are some elements that are super simple. Because, right, you're just going off to save Zelda, so you go down to the surface world below you. You try to save Zelda, but then there are some elements that are just exceedingly complicated, like anything to do with time travel, because yeah, Skyward Sword has time travel in it, and it's complicated to say the least. And the big problem with the time travel is not how complicated the time travel is, but more that the time travel doesn't always make sense. Like, the rules of how time travel work in Skyward Sword change constantly. And, yeah, that's kind of a problem, you know? That's kind of a problem. Let's put some lockers in the back. I want something to put stuff on. Okay, I need to redo the wallpaper. But yeah, so that's kind of a problem with Skyward Sword. Yeah, that's good. And that... Oops, not a gym floor. And that really hasn't changed. Like, some of the complications in the story, yeah, they're still there. But it kind of... So, the thing I like about the story of Skyward Sword... People are saying Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword... Yeah, every Zelda game is on the same timeline. Of course... The problem is what version of the timeline, because the timeline splits into 3 at one point. And then well, the theory is complicated. I like the idea that the Skyward Sword timeline, like the Zelda timeline, eventually merges back together. I think that like because of the events of Breath of the Wild, it merged the timelines once again. I think that's probably for the best, honestly. But yeah, because the story of Skyward Sword is all about, right, you go down to the surface, you're trying to save Zelda, there's Girahim, which is trying to stop you and trying to kill Zelda, and there's Impa, who's also saving Zelda and bemoans you for being late, for not, like, being fast enough to save her. And yeah, that happens, and that's not a great moment, and it's still kind of a problem. But the rest of the game, no, it works. Oh, we should put a hamster. I think Skyward Sword overall really works. Is it perfect? No, but I think it works. I enjoy it. Oh yeah, we gotta put stuff on the desks as well. But, what else? So, yeah, the story can be exceedingly simple. And I like it because it feels like Zelda's story. But then there are those complications. Because I said a few days ago, and I'm all over the place right now because I'm tired and whatnot. But I said a few days ago that Skyward Sword is a Rockstar game. Like, it reminds me of a game like Red Dead Redemption or, Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm not talking about, like, quality of the game, even though I think the game's pretty decent quality. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say that, if you actually go and play, like, a Red Dead Redemption or like a Red Dead Redemption 2 or Grand Theft Auto, the game has a myriad of problems and flaws and annoying bullshit in it, but the game's still good. Like, the game has all these problems and all these flaws, but you're willing to overlook a lot of them because the game is good enough that it wants you to, right? That, like, you enjoy it despite the flaws. And that's Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is filled with flaws, but I'm willing to look past them because I think the rest of the game is so good that, like, to just be like, oh, Skyward Sword sucks because of X, Y, and Z does the game a massive disservice. And yeah, I stand by that. Skyward Sword has problems, like a Rockstar game, right? Where it's like this, it's a lot of like annoying, pesky bullshit that shouldn't be a problem. And yes, the Skyward Sword HD has fixed some of those problems. Not all of them, but some of them. But some of them are still there. Just straight up, I'll say, yeah. Some of those problems with Skyward Sword, still there. They toned down Fi a lot, and they got rid of a lot of the text boxes. But to say Skyward Sword is perfect is far from it. It still has flaws. Most certainly. But I enjoy it. Despite all of its problems, despite all of its flaws, I still enjoy Skyward Sword. And yeah, it's got those problems. But if you're if you can work through those problems, if you can get past them, like, again, there's a lot of text boxes. The game is both the game can be difficult when it wants to be, but it can also be very freaking easy. And it loves to give you, like, if you're ever lost, the game has like 9 options to get hints. Like, if you ever need a hint in that game, you better believe the game loves to give you hints. It just loves it. Like, seriously. It's a little obsessive to that front, honestly. And that kind of sucks. I wish it took a more hands-off approach. But, you know, you can't always get what you want. So you have to, like, collect materials to get upgrades. I always found myself running low on rupees. Of course, near the end of the game, there is a way to just get infinite rupees. Right? There's a thing that happens near the end of the game that basically can get you just anything you need you can get. So technically rupees stop being a problem after a while, but for a little bit they are, and that kind of sucked. And then God, I'm trying to go over all the problems. Hey, Noella Delta, how you doing? Look at our school. That's cute. I'm finished. Okay. Yeah, sure, Vivian can be the teacher. I'm cool with that. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Let's give it a name. School of Low. Yep, sounds good to me. So yeah, Skyward Sword, it's got problems. I really enjoy it. It's like a Rockstar game. It's got some serious, like, I have some serious concerns about it. And some things just straight up don't work. Like the game's just kind of monotonous in that way. But I still enjoy the hell out of it. I love the story. I love the characters. I think Skyward Sword interpretation of Zelda is maybe the second best Zelda behind only Breath of the Wild. And I'm personally very biased for Breath of the Wild Zelda. Skyward Sword Zelda is great, and it's actually like romantically interested in Link. Arson, nah. Skyward Sword Zelda actually like has romantic chemistry. They actually care about, and same thing with Link. Like, I know we always talk about how expressive Wind Waker Link is, and how much he expresses, and that's true. Wind Waker Link does show a lot of emotion and does a lot of things. That's totally true. But so does Skyward Sword Link. And because it's a very animated game, I feel like people just don't give it enough credit. Really, I'll stand by that. I think people don't give Skyward Sword Link enough credit. And then, the other thing Skyward Sword has, besides Link and Zelda, is it has Groose. Groose is the best villain character of all time. No joke, no hyperbole. Groose is fantastic. Oh, I thought I took a picture. Let's take another. Yeah, I think Groose is the best villain character of all, or the best bully character of all time, I mean. Because he starts off as like your bully asshole who locks your bird up. He's a little, right, he's an animal abuser, he's kind of a jerk, he's got 2 goons. But then at a certain point in the game, he falls with you below the surface. So he's now stuck in the surface. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna be the hero. I'm gonna save Zelda, Link. Fuck off. Okay, he doesn't say it. Okay, he kind of says it that harshly. But through the course of the game, he realizes that no, Link is the hero. I have a different role to play. He's good at making things. Like, he constructs a giant catapult called the Groosinator. And it's like, oh my gosh. He's fantastic. Because he's annoying. He's like a stereotypical, like, Power Rangers bully. But by the end of the game, it's like, oh my god, I love this character. Like, he's dumb at the beginning of the game. But he's dumb in like a fun, like, it's fun to laugh at him because he's got a ridiculous design and he's very over the top. But by the end of the game, it's like, oh my god, I actually give a shit about him. And even he starts to realize that, oh, Link is the hero. I'm gonna root for Link and Zelda's romance. Even though he gets in jabs, like he calls the game Legend of Groose at one point, and that's kind of funny. So yeah, Groose is amazing. Love the character to death. You need to put him in more stuff. Come on, Nintendo. Have Groose reincarnate. And yeah, the other thing about Skyward Sword is the start of the Zelda timeline. A lot of things in Zelda are set up as originating in Skyward Sword. Beetle, the Master Sword, time travel, the Triforce. We'll finish for now. We did some stuff. A lot of things that... The only thing not set up in Skyward Sword is Link's hat, which is set up in Minish Cap. Does that mean that Minish Cap should be the second fucking game in the Zelda timeline? No. Minish Cap deserves to be after Twilight Princess, and it pisses me off the official Nintendo timeline has it second in the Zelda timeline. No. Yes, Minish Cap shows the origins of Link's hat. Guess what? He also has the hat in Skyward Sword, so it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck the official Zelda timeline. Again, I'm still convinced they all merged into one as a result of Hyrule Warriors. The first one, not Age of Calamity. That merged them into one timeline. That was then Breath of the Wild. That was then split up again because of Age of Calamity. Yep, that's a thing. The Zelda timeline is complicated, and Basketball timeline is stupid as hell. And I still don't love the idea of Basketball timeline, but, you know, sometimes it just happens like that. And it's Nintendo. We have no control over it. Oh, you're still here? Huh. Fucking Basketball timeline. But yeah, I loved Skyward Sword. It's a game with flaws, and I don't say you should overlook them, but I still enjoy them. I still do. Skyward Sword is one of my favorite Zelda games ever. Definitely top 5. I don't know if I would go as far as top 3. I used to say Skyward Sword was my 3rd favorite Zelda game, behind Link Between Worlds and Majora's Mask. I used to say that. Then Breath of the Wild came out and kind of shook everything up, because Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite Zelda game. Either that or I still fucking love Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time's probably the better game, But Majora's Mask just has a lot of charm to it that, like, can't be overlooked. But yeah, I love me some Skyward Sword. Definitely top 5 Zelda games. I'm glad I played it again. Maybe we'll stream it one of these days. But I love it. I loved Skyward Sword. It is so good. The sense of magic and wonder. And I know some people like complain about the backtracking. And admittedly, at some points, I didn't, like, I wouldn't, like, at one point, you have to backtrack through the first dungeon. And people fucking hate that. I wouldn't mind backtracking through the first dungeon if you then didn't immediately enter the fourth dungeon. That's the problem. I feel like you should backtrack to the first dungeon, then discover, like, the lake, and then enter the fourth dungeon. But no, instead you discover the lake, backtrack to the first dungeon, enter the fourth dungeon. And there's a lot of other backtracking in the game. There's only 3 areas. People complain the sky's very barren, and I do kind of wish it was a little smaller. Like, sometimes, like, or it had more, like, there are these special rocks that, like, give you a boost. I wish there were more of those. But other than that, I don't think the sky is as barren as people like to say it is. I'm fine with the worlds they create. Like, there's a point where the forest area gets completely flooded. And I was like, you know, this is kind of neat, actually. I kind of liked when the forest area got completely flooded. Or there's a point where the volcano erupts, and it becomes... These are late game spoilers. Again, late game spoilers for a 10-year-old game. But there's a point where the volcano erupts, and it becomes a stealth mission because you lose all your items. And I actually really liked playing through that stealth mission again. I thought that was really cool, because, like, you know the area, you just gotta... There's now, like, all these new gates, and you don't have any of your gear, so how you navigated it before, you can't anymore. Skyward Sword has very little, but it does as much as it can with the little it has. And then there's the Sand Sea, which, admittedly, yes, did Paper Mario do a better Wind Waker homage than the Zelda game did? Yes. But you still have the Sand Ship, which is maybe my favorite Zelda dungeon of all time. I know the final boss sucks. Yes, you are technically right. I think the build-up to the final boss is cool, where you put in the key, and then all of a sudden all the tentacles start coming out of the ground, and you have to escape the sand ship to then fight the final boss. I think that's awesome. That's the cool part of the game. Or that's cool, but actually fighting the boss is whatever, but the rest of the sand ship is amazing. Again, because the other great thing about Skyward Sword is it has the best some of the best dungeons in Zelda. The final dungeon of Skyward Sword is just so cool and so clever, and I loved how they did it. The sand ship is great. The ancient cistern is pretty cool. The fire dungeons I don't care about. I don't think either of the fire dungeons are that interesting. I think the first dungeon's also fine, but the dungeons that stand out really stand out, man. They've just got some truly special ones. And it's just a fantastic game. And it's also one of those things where it's like you start off the game and like you've just got this dinky sword, but then by the end of the game you just feel powerful. You get all these upgrades, you can do all these cool things, and I did everything. I technically didn't 100% the game. I think I missed like a few pieces of heart, but I basically did everything else. I got all the item upgrades. I collected all the goddess cubes. I bugged, I guess. I don't know. I tried to do everything, and you basically can. And I think I did it. I technically didn't 100% complete it, as I missed a few heart pieces. But other than that, I basically 100% of the game. Yeah, basically. And it's just I fucking love Skyward Sword, and I'm glad I do it again, and maybe one day I'll play it again. Again, it takes I think it took me like 30 hours to 100% it. Probably someone who knows what they're doing, which admittedly part of it was I knew what I was doing. I think there was only one point I got lost and didn't remember where to go. Other than that, no, I knew exactly what I was doing, I knew exactly where to go, and I still really enjoyed it. Skyward Sword is a fantastic game. I know parts of the internet hate it. Ego Raptor. But don't listen to them. Just play it for yourself. Make your own decisions. I really enjoy it. Yes, the motion controls are a thing. Again, I don't think they're that bad. I think the new controls work fine. A siren? Oh, like a loudspeaker. Okay. But yeah, I got through Skyward Sword. I beat it on Monday, and I've been meaning to talk about it for like a week now, and I just haven't... whatever, who cares about the balloon? I beat it on Monday, and I just haven't got around... And I've just been wanting to talk about it, and I haven't, and I probably forgot some things as well that I wanted to talk about. I don't know, as long as we talked about Groose, I'm good. Oh! Oh, I was like, what? It's a freaking police car siren. Okay. Okay, sure, whatever. Oh yeah, I want to put this in here. I don't think we can hang it on the wall, but I'll find a place to put it in here. And then, so there is one other thing I want to talk about. Before we end off, even though, you know, we could. I wish... Can we hang this on the wall? No, we can't. Wait. Okay, I want the red carpet. Oh, so we can't... Okay, I guess I completely missed over that text. For a moment there, I was like, wait, can we expand the room? What? That was about to be a game changer. I want to put this somewheres, but I want to put this somewheres where, like... Because, like, yeah, I can put it there, and it technically works there, but... I don't know. Maybe we'll remove this. Gosh, could you imagine if we could have expanded the room there for a second? I should have read that text box. I just, like, was like, oh my gosh, we can expand the room. We could expand the room. Oh, wait. This one. This one. Oh, and we can turn on and off windows. Yeah, no, I want windows. Oh, and I like brick. So the thing I want to talk about. Tomorrow, the new Pokemon game comes out. Okay? Okay. So, new Pokemon comes out tomorrow. As you know, I'm a slave to the Pokemon brand. I have been playing it since I was born. That's only slightly hyperbole. It's only slightly. And so, I was all excited for the new Pokemon games tomorrow. Still am. Yep, still am excited for the new Pokemon games. No, now, what I did for Sword and Shield was I bought the double pack that came with both games, Sword and Shield. I played Shield, and then I gave Sword to somebody else who wanted to play it. So I was like, okay, right, I take Sword, you take Shield, or I take Shield, you take Sword, and he played it, and then I eventually got it back. And we were going to Nuzlocke a Sword. And until this Animal Crossing update came out, my plan was to Nuzlocke Shield, or Sword. Whichever one I haven't played, I think it's Sword. However, the new Pokemon game comes out. And I plan to do the exact same thing. I was going to buy the double pack, I was going to take Diamond, and give the same person who I gave Sword to, I was going to give them Pearl. That was the plan. And then this morning, I get up, and I see a notification on Twitter that just says, hey, Walmart has a price error right now. Both games, so the double pack, Pokemon Sword, or Pokemon Shining Diamond, and Pokemon Brilliant Pearl, digital codes, so like a digital version of the game, for, I think, it was either 60 or 70 bucks. So basically, for the price of one game, you get both Shining Diamond and... or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And the one caveat, though, was that it was one code. So you didn't get one code for Brilliant Diamond and one code for Shining Pearl. you got one code for both games. So whichever console you redeem the code on is the console that has both those games. That was the caveat. And when I see the price error, again, this is like 50% off for both, because it's normally like 120, and again, I got it for like 60. Or that's what it was. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy the game anyways. So I'll buy this price error right now. And if they give me a code, then I got both games for $60. If they don't give me a code, well, hey, I'm still buying the games tomorrow anyways. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so turns out they actually gave me a code and the code worked. So now I have a digital copy of both Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Again, I only plan to play one of these games, but for the price of one game, I got both of them. Even though, again, of course, as we know from the data leaks, they're literally the same game. You just have to flip a switch in the game's code, and it changes it from Brilliant Diamond to Shining Pearl. I'm not even joking. Look it up. Of course, as you know, I'm a physical collector. All of the games I collect are physical copies. Skyward Sword, Hyrule Warriors, Pokemon Shield. I collect physical copies of games. I think I don't entirely trust digital copies. What can I say? The one exception, though, has been Animal Crossing. Because as you can see, Skyward Sword is currently in my console still. The one exception is Animal Crossing. And I do not regret. The first digital game I ever bought, I think, was Fire Emblem. I think I bought Fire Emblem on 3DS. I bought it digital. Or, you know, not counting indie games. I'm not counting. So, like, games that only release digitally, I'm not counting. The first game I ever bought that really. And I'm also not counting stuff like, you know how Shovel Knight came out digitally and then years later it came out physically? I'm not counting that either. I'm specifically counting big budget games that came out on both digital and physical. The first one I ever bought was Fire Emblem. And you know what? I was at the time, I was very against digital games. And in some ways I still kind of am, because again, how much do you own the licenses for this game? It's really kind of hard to tell. But I was like, nah, you know what? I bought Fire Emblem, and you know what? I thought it was fine. So after that, I was like, you know what? I guess I'm on board for digital games. But I still mostly buy physical. Every once in a while, I'll buy a digital game. Like, the first time I ever bought Pikmin 3 was a digital game. I think there's a few others on the Wii U I bought digital as well. And probably on 3DS as well, that I can't think of. I think I bought Majora's Mask digital as well. That sounds right in my head. Yeah, the 3DS remake. So I'm not fully against digital games, but I have my hiccups, and I don't know, there's something nice about boxes. But when you see a price error like that, and it's like, you're going to buy the game anyways, it's like, I might as well. So I now have a digital copy of Diamond and Pearl. Again, I only plan on playing Diamond. Does that mean we might do my first ever Nuzlocke? Might that be the Diamond and Pearl remake? Totally possible. I haven't ruled anything out yet. I still kind of want to do Sword first, because I bet Sword isn't easier. I know people like to say modern Pokemon games are like baby mode and they're super fucking easy. I don't know. I don't know about that. Pokemon games can have their difficult fights. Necrozma in Shining and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon kicked my fucking ass. Leon in Sword and Shield, same thing. Admittedly, I fared a little better against Leon than I did Necrozma, but also kicked my ass. It happens. I know Cynthia's, if I remember correctly, Cynthia's pretty difficult in Diamond and Pearl. It happens, but I think even Joe Maverick admitted that he almost lost. Maybe, I don't remember. I don't know, I see a lot of stuff on Twitter. But I don't know. Part of me feels like it would be easier to play Sword and Shield, because I know Sword and Shield, if I am lower level, there's always the raid dens. Which, again, does the Nuzlocke count raid dens? It's really complicated. The Nuzlocke rules for Diamond and Pearl are way easier than they are for Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield added in so much new crap. Some of it doesn't change, but some, like the wild area. Pfft. But yeah, so I have Diamond and Pearl. I'm going to start playing Diamond tomorrow, probably before and or after I see Ghostbusters. I will not I probably won't stream it. Again, we're still on the Animal Crossing hype train, but I'll talk about it during Animal Crossing. But I just want that's my other story for today. Hey, guess what? I now have both Pokemon games. So hey, that honestly having both basically guarantees we'll stream it in the future. Right now we're still doing Animal Crossing, so nothing's going to happen imminently. Because even though I could stream I could stream Pokemon for 6 hours, and then I just do an hour of Animal Crossing, there's nothing that says I can't do that. In fact, a lot of streamers do that. But I don't know if I want to do that. At least not right now. Again, I haven't done a 6-hour stream in probably 6 years. So, okay, I don't think it's been 6 years, but it's definitely been at least 4. I've done several 4-hour streams, but that's neither here nor there. Again, I like the nice solid 1 hour of Animal Crossing. 1 hour of Animal Crossing, 2 to 3 hours of in chat when it happens, because it does happen. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today. God, could you imagine if we could have used the Happy Home Designer stuff, or Happy Home Paradise stuff to expand our room? That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. But nope. Nope. Because, like, imagine if we could have just changed all the room sizes to whatever we wanted. And that way we could make it the proper bowling alley, the right size. Because right now on Harvey's Island, it works on Harvey's Island, but it doesn't work on our island because it's too small. I think it needs to be, like, 2 wider or something like that. What a shame. What a shame. Imagine if we could move the doorway, like, the position of, like, where the doorway sits in the room. There could always have been more customization options, but there also couldn't have been. It really just depends. You cannot play this software yet. Yeah. God, I can't. And, like, when I said I got the code, I got up, I saw the tweet, I thought about it for a minute. Like, I didn't even, like, just immediately jump on it. Like I should have done with Captain Toad. Even though I did immediately jump on Captain Toad. Because at one point, Walmart gave Captain Toad away for $10, and I missed it. Like, I missed it by, like, a quarter of a second. It was so close. But this one, I pulled it up, and I was like, do I want to? It's a single code as well. And, like, I deliberated on it for a good minute before I actually did it. And then, but then it was like, oh, you know, because they'll do something like that, and then they have to send you the code. But I got up, I got ready for school, and by the time I left for school, I already had the code. So yeah, they got back to me in like 10, it was probably like 10, 20 minutes. And then I think the thing actually closed. By the time I had left, I think the code had closed. I think it was already like nobody could get it. But they had already given it to me by that point, and it was too late. So yeah. Oh, Pokemon. Oh, Pokemans. But yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.